Greetings and salutations, Premier Planet. I'm Justin Barlow, and I'm here to tell you about all the excitement that took place this last Saturday night at PPW 191. As always, a big thank you to everyone who came out in support of us and braved the weather, by the way. Really bad, sleety weather in Woodstock this last Saturday. Thank you guys for coming out and braving that to support us here in the Premier Studio. And for those of you who weren't able to make it out here, we know you were here with us in spirit, and we thank you as well. This last Saturday, it was all about the #1 contendership, and we decided that in a tournament, but not just any tournament, because the first matches, the opening round matches, would be decided by the Premier Planet via random drawing. What we did was we drew fans at random, and they then drew wrestlers at random to decide the opening round matches, which would set the pace for the entire tournament. The first random drawing matchup ended up being between Matt Vine, the 3-time champion, and Sem Say. Sem, one heck of an effort, but Matt Vine, thanks to a well-timed backslide, is able to pick up the victory and move on to the semifinals, no pun intended. After that, Irish Andy Anderson squared off against 0-2. Now, in this one, 0-2, well, kind of at a disadvantage. Ever since Andy got back, he seems more focused and more determined now than ever to prove himself in Premier Pro Wrestling. Now that he's shaken off the shackles of the Dirty Boys Club with an Andy bomb, Irish Andy moves on to the semifinals, and 0-2 is sent back to the showers. Following that match, via random drawing, it was Inestra taking on Connor Core, and of course Connor, flanked by his now two friends, I guess you could call them, 0-2 and 0-3. And in this one, Inestra is able to execute a sunset flip over the top rope to put Connor away. Connor was then sent out of the tournament, and Inestra moved on to the semifinals. After that match, it was the Hunk with the Tree Trunks taking on Anakin, one of the fastest rising stars here in PPW. And despite one hell of an effort from Anakin, Chase Gosling was able to seal the deal with a brutal slam from the top rope. Chase Gosling moved on to the semifinals from there. After that match, it was 0-3 taking on La Tarantula, the two remaining wrestlers who had not been selected in the random fandom. These guys fought tooth and nail to pick up that last spot in the semifinals, but it was 0-3 thanks to a switch with his partner 0-2 that was able to pick up the victory thanks to a small package, 1-2-3. La Tarantula, a great effort, but unfortunately close but no cigar. Then we moved on to the semifinals, and I want to make it clear right now, there was definitely an elephant in the room as to how we were going to do this. With 5 competitors, how were we going to do a regular bracket? Well, that was the fun part. One match would be one-on-one, and then the other match would be a triple threat match. We started the semifinals with 2 wrestlers who are no strangers to each other in the world-exclusive Matt Vine and the Hunk with the Tree Trunks Chase Gosling. These guys have been partners, they've been adversaries, and in this match, it was anybody's ball game. It was a lot of near falls in this one, both guys chomping at the bit to get the title back, but in the end, it would be Matt Vine with a Vine Buster to seal the deal, and Matt Vine punched his ticket to the tournament finals. And the following match, triple threat rules. It was Irish Andy Anderson versus Inestra versus 0-3. And in this one, Andy Anderson kind of ran roughshod over his competition, but Inestra was able to get his knees up to avoid an Andy bomb. That's when Inestra was able to roll Andy up, and thanks to a handful of tights, take the victory and move on to the finals to face Matt Vine. And in the final match, Matt Vine, Inestra, again, 2 guys, no strangers to each other. In fact, they've been embroiled in quite a bitter feud over recent weeks here in PPW. And let's take a look at the footage to show you what happened at the close of this contest and who walked away the new #1 contender. So Matt Vine, once again, one step away from reclaiming the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. But earlier in the evening, Ronnie Metro had come out to the ring, not dressed to compete, claiming that he had an injury Premier Pro Wrestling CEO Randy Ritchie, he kind of smelled a rat, kind of called fake news on Ronnie, and said that if Ronnie does not compete this Saturday night to defend his title against the winner of the tournament, who we now know to be Matt Vine, Ronnie will surrender the title and Vine will automatically become PPW World Heavyweight Champion. So it really is put up or shut up time for the champion, Ronnie Metro. And also this coming Saturday, a huge tag team match has been announced. It's going to be Inestra and Sensei taking on the team of Anakin and Chase Gosling. You're going to want to come out to Woodstock this Saturday night to see all of the action as it unfolds. And don't forget, Premier Planet, we are now at PPW 192. We are in the home stretch towards PPW number 200 to take place the evening of Saturday, June the 16th. So mark your calendars right now. We want to fill the Premier Studio with as many members of the Premier Planet as we can to celebrate that monumentous occasion. For all of us here at PPW Premier Planet, I'm Justin Barlow. We want to thank you again for your continued support. We'll see you folks out here this Saturday night.